oddly than that is she says to Bauer, you're not a journalist, quote unquote. So it's weird saying that. So if Halligan doesn't think she's speaking to a journalist, like how could it even be off the record? You're just talking to somebody on the street and you expect to be off the record? That really does not make any sense at all. Next part of that exchange, put that one up for you, where Bauer says, I'm really sorry. I would have been happy to speak with you off the record, on an off-the-record basis had you asked, but you didn't ask, and I still haven't agreed to speak on that basis. Do you have any further comment for the story? To which Halligan says, it's obvious, this is a quote, the whole convo is off record. There's disappearing messages and it's on Signal. What is your story? You never even told me about a story. So this is really a great example of the Trump administration's over-reliance on Signal and perhaps not understanding anything about how government information or any kind of confidential information is supposed to work. It is sort of Signalgate all over again, right? Telling her that it's off the record because it's on Signal, which, as Bauer points out, you can choose to have the messages deleted after 8 hours. The mere fact it's on Signal doesn't transform everything into it being off the record. And if you recall what happened with Pete Hegseth, who was, texting about the tactical plans for the war operations and such, he was very much obviously relying on the fact that the Signal idea would give him some confidentiality. He then, of course, tried to claim there was nothing dangerous about what I was texting, but as one publisher pointed out here, piece was published, he didn't do it just once. He did it multiple times. The second one that Hegseth got outed on seemed to be who he was chatting with his wife and kids about plans for an airstrike. So, it's really making Signal do an awful lot of work here for their confidentiality. Recently, of course, there's also in public view about someone else was using Signal, and they had the text from Hegseth about how he wanted to send an infantry division into Portland, Oregon to quell the non-existent uprising there. So over-reliance on Signal can't protect you from a 6E grand jury violation.